it's not strange to me because it's happened before. Like she gets, it's not the first time that she's been put in the media being like, oh,
is this the worst?
I would say it's up there. Yeah, up there.
Right,
it's definitely up there. But I remember texting her being like, everything good, kind of thing. She's been trying to be a normal brother, being like, you're right. Yeah, that kind of thing.
What did she say?
Yeah, I'm alright. It's like she was like, well, obviously not alright, but you know. It's kind of like it's what can you do in that situation? I guess it's like.
Do you actually talk about public stuff like that, or is
not really?
Is it,
that's the thing. Like, we don't really talk about YouTubey kind of stuff together.
Right.
Like I spoke to the other day, being like, you know, YouTube games getting a bit get on a bit in it. Like I'm just like I'm starting to struggle with video ideas. I need some new ideas for my channel, kind of thing. But we don't like in terms of that. We don't really talk about much YouTubey kind of stuff.
Right.
Even like in the.
But that isn't just you. It's more everyone. The thing is, it's a personal attack on her from a lot of people because they were insinuating she named the price, recommended retail, and that because of that she was greedy. Yeah. Do you think she's a greedy person?
No, because I know her as a brother. I know that she's not. She doesn't. I don't think she needs to be honest. Like
it's a bit of a weird thing to be greedy on, isn't it?
Exactly. I think. Obviously, it's. I don't know. I didn't really speak too much about it. It was a weird thing
because she sort of deflected the blame towards Boots. They deflected the blame back at her. Yeah. I asked Robbie when he was dropping his book. I said, "Do you decide on the price?" He's like, "I don't decide on the price."
No, that's the thing. Like, no, that's like all the books that I've done. Like, I don't decide on the no one. It's very rare to see a creator or a musical artist and be like, no, do you know what? I want to make this album £7. Didn't print it once. Just dished out a free album.
I think quite a few artists in music industry it's quite different because their distribution model is different. But retailing stuff is. You just said it would have gone somewhat. I mean, when it's £50, if it was $12.99 or whatever, you'd be like, well, I don't need to approve that. It's $12.99.
Yeah.
But £50 is just. I've never seen. People don't pay £50 for a lot of things. We were saying it'd be great if Call of Duty came in that. But
one of the windows.
That's part of it, isn't it? Is because it's such a high price, it almost seems like farcical that it got to that point for me.
Like as if let's be honest, someone somewhere did say £50.
Well, someone must have said it, yes, at some point. Someone must have gone, we need to set this price here.
It almost beggars belief, isn't it? Because it was an extreme price.
But there's also, I guess that's the weird side, is it? And it's obviously, her name's all over it. It's got like, I don't know, I don't remember how it looked, but it did have her name somewhere,
I only remember because of Jackmate's thumbnail.
Christmas.
Fuck me. That
was a good video.
If anyone got that money's worth out of that calendar,
yeah. I mean, that was
channel in it.
In many ways, he's one of the few people who got his money's worth out of the 50.
He's rejoicing that someone said that calendar was 50 quid.
Yeah. But that's the interesting side, isn't it? Is I guess someone at some point had to go, this is 50. Does everyone else in the room think that's cool?
Yeah.
And then everyone else in that room went, yeah, good idea. Should we tell Zoe? Best not to. Anyway, put it out on the shelves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know how it would. I don't know. I don't know how those kind of things work. I just know that when I've done things, I'm not in the room where they go, do you know what, we should make this book this much, or let's make this DVD this much. I'm not part of those conversations, so I can only assume that she's not part of those conversations. I don't know how it works.
You seem like, obviously any friendship group, so for instance, when I hang out in my friendship group or we hang out, we don't always talk about business or those sort of things. Will you guys have heart-to-hearts about the embarrassing things that happen? So it must have been quite embarrassing for her that publicly... Like you say, people still know people on Facebook or whatever, and you went to school with those people. She went to school with people. Yeah. It must be embarrassing to know that those people around you are saying things like, "Oh, that SUGG family are greedy" or whatever.
Yeah. I guess they just don't know the full. I'm a big believer in unless you know all the facts, don't assume kind of thing. Like for me, whenever I see any story in the news, I'm always like, okay, I can see why people believe this, but I want to know the real, I want to know the both sides of the argument kind of thing, which I don't think you get a lot in the news.
So how much do you subscribe to the idea that as a celebrity or a public figure or whatever you want to call, you and everyone around you, you sort of sell your soul to the devil a little bit, or you sort of you become a public property in a way. Do you know what I mean?
Your product is literally who you are.
Yeah, it's weird.
As we found out today, quite literally is not all of who you are. It's only part of it.
Yeah.
So to everyone else, it's you.
Yeah, because on the surface they think you're selling everything about you, and actually it's a small part.
Yeah.
How much do you subscribe to that you sell your soul if you pretend that your whole life is out in the real world?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, if every time you're sort of saying, there are, I don't know how much, maybe it's for you, but YouTubers cry, they say, I'm showing everyone everything.
Yeah.
How much do you
believe in that?
How much do you believe in that?
As a percentage?
To myself?
Not necessarily to you,
people?
but you are. There are, like you say, there are other people in your group who will do they'll do the clickbait thumbnails.
Yeah.
Everyone sells out a little bit.
Yeah.
How much do you believe when you sell out that then you should be subject to whatever criticism comes your way?
I think it's part of it, innit? It's part of the deal. Like if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. That's what I say. Is that right? Is that right?
Yep.
It's a great phrase.
You know what I mean?
Too many cooks spoil the YouTube.
What you're saying is Zoella needs to cook more.
Yeah.
No,
and Alfie needs to have less Baroccas.
I think like with any YouTuber doing like a brand deal or whatever, like you've got you know what you're going into, you know what you're doing, you know what you're going into.
It is a risk. You always there's always that potential that you're going to look like a prick for trying to sell stuff.
Do you ever pull other YouTube? Have you ever pulled other YouTubes up on stuff? Have they ever put a video out and you've called them?
I don't want to do that.
Or you've gone what?
There's been times where I've been like, I don't think this is. I'm just trying to like help my mates out, being like, I don't think maybe this is right, like kind of thing, or I don't think you should probably say this kind of thing.
As in, so they've put a video out and then you've texted them and gone, this was a bad idea.
Not with videos, like if I'm in a video kind of thing, and if they do something in a video, I'll be like, oh, make sure you probably shouldn't put this bit in because I don't think this will go down well. I feel like that's something I've built up over time. Like you can't go into what we're doing just knowing everything. You learn along the way, kind of thing.
What about being close with people who have come in for a lot of criticism? Because I make no secret of that. I quite like Jack Mate's channel. I think he's quite a funny guy. I think he's one of those sort of acerbic comedians. Sits in that pantheon of the guys who go for other people and sort of criticize. I know other people who have then come back, who've worked with people like Ollie White and have said it really gets to him, like it really upsets him, and we feel like Jack's a really mean guy. He's going for him.
It's weird, because we know people who work with Ollie quite closely.
Yeah, like how do you feel about when someone goes for someone else? Will you address that with someone else? Because it's very difficult to ignore.
I really sort of stay out of all drama, really. Like I'm aware of it. I know exactly what's going on. I see all of it, but. It's a weird one. I just sort of, I give my advice to them, but like I'm not the sort of person that's going to then try and start a fight online. That's not how I do it.
Yeah, you're not quite the moralizing character who sort of thinks
it's not my thing. I just think it's like, I don't know, I see it distasteful. I don't know, a little bit. I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to put myself.
I respect that. Yeah, because
I have my opinions and everything, but like
sometimes it's easy to try and. Well, for you it would be as well to be the moral high ground, because your image and your history is stand-up guy, strictly clean, hasn't done anything majorly wrong. And
the problem being everyone...
And with your legion of people who love you, you could fuck some people up, like, potentially. If you said, fuck this guy...
The power.
No, like, you could, though. You could make life very difficult for some
But we saw that on a low level this week when JJ said to us, I thought you were biased in your commentary.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a lot of people come at me on Twitter and be like, yeah, you were fucking biased. You fucking prick. Do you not like JJ? Do you think KSI? Someone called me racist. And I was just... and I remember sitting